commentary for the Formula 1 Australian Grand Prix of 2021 presented to you by Kai and Giuseppe. Here we are, guys. Finally, Formula 1 racing is back. The COVID pandemic has been defeated. This is truly a bizarro universe, isn't it? Oh well. We're back. A lot of changes in the field. The cars look different. The engines sound different, the teams changing their liveries and drivers. There's a lot of things to delve into when it comes to the 2021 season. Obviously, MMS back with its top class of racing. A lot of work and time has been put into this, as you can tell by the custom liveries made by Turus and Michael/Venturian, and we have to thank them for that because these liveries look gorgeous on the cars. And I couldn't be more thankful for them making them because I can't make liveries for shit. Yeah, but anyways, without further ado, Royal Albert Park, overcast weather. There isn't a chance of rain in the race, unlike in qualifying. But speaking of it, let's go down to the grid. At non-pole position, we have Valtteri Bottas smashing it in qualifying, putting his Mercedes on pole position shouldn't really be a surprise, but what is a surprise is the Alpine of Esteban Ocon joining Valtteri Bottas on the first row of the grid. Then the rest of the grid we have Sainz Jr., well, Carlos Sainz Jr., Ricciardo, Alonso, Nissany surprising everyone in his Williams in P6. Then we have Raikkonen, Zhou, Latifi, Perez, Giovinazzi, Leclerc, Mazepin, Russell, Tsunoda, Gasly, Deletraz, Drugovich, Lundgaard, Verstappen, Vettel, Stroll, Schumacher, and Norris rounds off the grid after crashing out in qualifying. For that done, I think we're ready to go to the 5 red lights, aren't we?
I guess so.
Yeah, here we go. 20 red lights. Lights out and away we go. Green in Australian. It's a good start from Ocon, who challenges Bottas into turn 1. Ricciardo moves up into second already. He dives it. Ricciardo into P2 as the Australian crowd rejoices here as their home hero goes into P2 and goes into contention for the lead. He touches into Bottas and it is the McLaren in the lead, as we can see skid marks from Saturday's qualifying session. Alonso now moves into second as well, so Valtteri Bottas dropping off pace instantly here. Esteban Ocon attacking the Finn now, the Alpine team really pushing forward. Raikkonen up into 5th, Sainz down to 6th, Perez up into 7th, Zhou in 8th, Nissany in 9th, and that's not a good start of the race from Roy Nissany. Then we have Leclerc, Vettel. Excuse me. Sebastian Vettel started pretty much dead last. I believe he started like 21st. I think. Yeah, let's say it's like 21st or something. Look at the start. Look at the power in the middle. On the outside of turn 2, doesn't get the Deletraz just yet. Sticks into his slipstream. And he just dives it.
Takes like 3 to 4 cars or something.
Yeah, and then rally outside of Gasly. To the inside, bumps into Russell as well, pushes him wide. And he's ahead of him now. He also dives it onto Giovinazzi. What a drive from Sebastian Vettel. What, half a track and he's gained, I believe, 10 positions, something like that. Bloody rapid.
9 positions.
Yeah, 9 positions.
21st.
That's amazing. Schumacher not having the best of the debut in his season. That's Perez overtaking Carlos Sainz Jr. But Sainz comes back at the Mexican driver, but doesn't do it just yet. And look at Sebastian Vettel. He's already side by side with Charles Leclerc. And his ex-teammate from Ferrari is now up into 11th.
Yeah, Vettel is flying right now.
Yeah, he's already
he's gonna get
on the back
overtake.
of Nissany. Look at this. Ooh, doesn't get a move done just yet there. As Leclerc goes a bit wide, but Sebastian Vettel literally pushing through the field. Alonso has now taken the lead of the race, overtaking Daniel Ricciardo. Oh no, Raikkonen into Bottas, that Finns collide. And that's the front wing off of Kimi Raikkonen. Raikkonen was on course for a podium. Just a mistake on the braking. I don't know what Kimi was doing there. Perez now will go into 4th. They have slight gap and Sebastian Vettel already in 10th. As that's Raikkonen into the inside of Perez. I mean, what am I doing? I'm having a stroke. Perez already saying he's going to pit soon for tyres. This is interesting. Yeah, they're pitting for fuel in game because that's the only way you can make the EI pit, but we're gonna still say that they're pitting for tyres for realistic sake. And that's Raikkonen just braking heavily here. Ocon to his inside. Vettel side by side with Sainz now, and Vettel is through on the back of the Pantera Team Asia car of Zhou. But look at this. Sainz just gets through easily, but no, Vettel comes back. What a move from Sebastian Vettel as the front wing spawns and despawns on his car, giving me anxiety. There's a Max Verstappen now has dropped to... Oh, no!
Oh my god, no!
And Vettel's race is over.
He was doing so good, and now he
just makes a mistake. I mean, he tried to go for Kimi Räikkönen, but then he realized, I think he locked up and there was nowhere to go for Vettel. That is his fault. It was just
from 2 cars.
He went for a gap that wasn't there and he paid the price. Shame. Really, really, really sad to see Sebastian Vettel go like this.
And now Raikkonen has even more damage. Oh, and Mazepin too. How that
Nikita Mazepin without a rear wing. What happened to the Russian driver? Oh, that's weird. That's a weird incident here.
Contact with Gasly.
So he goes off here, as I believe he locked up, and Gasly doesn't react to him, doesn't avoid him, and he goes into the back of Nikita Mazepin.
What an eventful second lap.
Yeah, for sure. Yuki Tsunoda already up a few positions, and Stroll also lost his front wing, so Aston Martin really having a disaster of a first race. Horrible qualifying. Vettel now pushing through the field, but dies. I mean, this is not what they wanted, is it? Oh, what is that from Stroll? What the hell? Come on, Lance. Just goes for a move. Nearly takes Lundgaard out and himself. Verstappen and Lars, but he's going to gain a lot of positions from this whole scrapyard, really. Back to the front, Ricciardo and Alonso still battling. Ricciardo gives a bit of a bump and run. Doesn't get moved on just yet. Then we have Bottas and Perez who's coming in. Red Bull doing a funky strategy, I believe. Because it's early in the race, but they can already pit. Russell pushing through the field already into points, so the Mercedes driver trying to regain some control over the current race situation. So, Giuseppe, what do you think of the race so far? There's been a few laps so far.
Yeah,
Any
only
comments?
3 laps. We've already had a lot of incidents already, like we have seen on lap 2. And we pretty much can't predict who's gonna win just yet, or who's gonna finish where. Because who knows, maybe something else will also happen, like a bigger crash, or I don't know. We're only 3 laps in and there's like about 31 laps to go, so you never know. Especially this season where like...
Yep, go on.
The cars look very much equal, just the engines are what matter.
Well, no, the cars are far from equal.
I mean,
there's just the feel, the amount of changes done to the cars, you know, it surprised every single team and every single engine manufacturer, as that's Sergio Perez coming into the pit lane. Not the best pit stop, 2.5 from the Red Bull team.
I mean, Red Bull has done 1.8 before, so...
Sebastian Vettel in the pits obviously couldn't pit due to his teammate occupying the pit lane, but... Did Stroll do a drive? Don't tell me all of them did a drive-through. No, they didn't, but seemingly Stroll did a drive-through. Well, at least his teammate is off, right? Oh yeah, I forgot. Right. Yeah, now Alonso and Ricciardo also coming in. Bottas is not. Latifi chasing down Charles Leclerc. Now, this is a thing I didn't think I would say in my entire life. So teams already playing around with strategy. Obviously the tyres have changed, a lot of things have changed. So,
yeah.
This is going to be interesting to see. Russell now gaining onto Latifi, getting a good exit out of turn 12. Into turn 13, not a move just yet, but Russell really interesting decision by Mercedes. They didn't accept Lewis Hamilton's demands, and that led to Hamilton leaving for Le Mans. As that's Latifi off. No, yeah, that is Latifi off. Oh dear.
Williams generally having a good race, and now Latifi just. Oh, he went
Latifi just locks up, nearly goes into the back of Charles Leclerc. The drivers are saying that the track is very cold, which I mean it is sort of true compared to what they usually drive at. So yeah, Vettel already chasing
Leclerc was lucky to not lose a rear wing there.
Yep. Bottas now into the lead due to the rivals pitting. Schumacher and Tsunoda side by side, very aggressive move from Mick there. And that's Ricciardo already out. And Ricciardo and Perez. Perez is already in the mix here. Perez is already with the pack. So I'd say Sergio Perez and Fernando Alonso are our two real lead contenders.
That's an interesting statement, considering how last season, when for those two teams who were pretty much midfield teams, but except McLaren, who's been improving a lot though.
I mean, McLaren, they have gone for Mercedes engines for this season, obviously, and well, it is going good for them. Ricciardo already catching up to the spec as well, but Fernando Alonso, he came into the pit lane, right? And he came out in third. That's how big of a gap they had in the lead to the rest of the field. Zhou in fourth, that's a surprise, ahead of both of the Ferraris and George Russell. Then we have Nissany and Giovinazzi. Giovinazzi saying that this season he wants to prove himself to the Formula 1 world. Schumacher to the inside of Yuki Tsunoda, aggressive move from the prodigy. Still a bit of contact there side by side over the Japanese driver. And he's through. And Lundgaard has a front row seat to this whole battle. Lundgaard out of the inside of Yuki Tsunoda, not going to work. That might invite Louis Delattre to his spot in the grid. No moves done yet. Ricciardo and Perez side by side. And Norris goes into the back of his teammate. Oh, man. Lando.
Just wanted to say, like... Oh yeah, Lando's been having like the worst weekend, probably.
Oh, he just doesn't react to his teammate whatsoever.
Interesting though, like, Alonso came up third, but meanwhile there's Ricciardo being 17th, so I wonder what the Alpine pit box, like, how fast they were. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, yeah, probably a very good pit stop for Fernando Alonso there. See, he's on the back of Esteban Ocon now to the inside. Oh my days, that's a very aggressive move. Pushes his teammate into the off the circuit. I don't think Ocon will be happy with that, as he's right on the back of his teammate again. And the French outfit might have to sort the drivers out, as this might turn into a nightmare for them, like it has turned for McLaren and Aston Martin. Albeit Aston Martin had that issue in qualifying, which is even more embarrassing. As that's George Russell in the back of Charles Leclerc. Not going to move just yet, but the Mercedes have a lot of pace, obviously. Seems like this season might not be so dominant compared to 2020 and 2019 from them, but still the team is high up there, and you cannot deny that. As Alonso is on a push and he's going for Valtteri Bottas. Look at this, it's already 1.6 seconds, lost 2.2 at the beginning of this lap, so safe to say Fernando Alonso is not messing around here. As Sebastian Vettel currently holds the fastest lap, but the rules still apply as there is a car in the wall. And it's oh no, it's Antonio Giovinazzi.
No,
Giovinazzi's brakes are gone. Brake failure. Out of the race he goes.
That's a hard impact into the wall, by the way.
Yeah. Giovinazzi, such a good race. Only for his car to fail. Yeah, it's a massive shunt. You can see he tried to slow the car down by engine braking, but it just wasn't enough. Tragic end to his race. As Alonso is really going for what I see here, it's less than a second now. It's really a matter of time whether he just gets passed through him or not. Look at the time that the Spaniard is gaining. This is insane.
Alonso really showing he's still got it.
Yeah, I mean,
Even though-
Alonso is regarded as one of the best drivers ever. Currently, that's alive, so yeah. So there we go, he's on the back of Bottas already, and it's a move to the inside, millimeters away from that wheel. And yeah, Alonso is into the lead with a beautiful move. Nothing else I can say. Okay, now also chasing
really putting
down.
aggressive moves, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, the cars finally allow for that, for aggressive overtakes. That's what the fans wanted, and the regulations listened. Verstappen and Perez close to each other, but still a woeful weekend for Red Bull. Raikkonen, Deletran, Drugovic in a bit of a train. Campos, one of the new teams, showing a bit of promise, if I'm honest. Pretty much
New
revival.
They have Audi engines, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Audi have entered Formula 1, using them as Mick Schumacher in the pit lane. Oh dear. Oh no, Tsunoda and Schumacher went at it a bit too much. What happened to Mick Schumacher and Yuki Tsunoda? Oh no, not into here. Tsunoda loses it. Again, the track temperatures are being tricky for these drivers. New cars, new drivers. You're bound to make some mistakes. So that's Yuki Tsunoda taking out Mick Schumacher pretty much. That's a shame for both. Lance Stroll won't be last in this race at least. Well, I mean he is, but he'll be a bit closer to his friends. Russell still trying to chase down Charles Leclerc, but it seems that he doesn't have enough pace. Maybe there's a bit of tyre saving, a bit more strategy than we can see. Ricciardo now is being just held up by Max Verstappen here.
I mean, Verstappen 11th, but he still has to pit,
Yeah.
unlike other drivers around him.
Also, a 5-second time penalty for Yuki Tsunoda has been confirmed by the FIA, so yeah, not the best debut for the Japanese driver. Oh, and that's a car of the Perez. Oh no! Oh dear, what's happened? Sergio Perez actually having a good race weekend. The strategy was seemingly working out, and yeah, his brakes fail. That's another brake failure. Oh my days.
That's a huge impact, though. That's harder than Giovinazzi's.
Well, no, it wasn't as hard. He angled it.
That looked fast to me.
Yeah, but it wasn't, and then it wasn't like a singular huge shunt. It was like spaced out with a few shunts that were smaller. But yeah, that's another car out of this race, and quite spectacular fashion. Vettel pushing himself onto Felipe Drugovich. Aston Martin still having to improve, as well, Stroll is last and Vettel is outside of points. He goes to the inside of Felipe Drugovich side by side with the Campos driver, and there he goes through up into 14th. Next
People
opponent.
really not giving up this race.
Yep. Oh, Nissany with a bit of a questionable line there. Alonso has just bolted 3.5 seconds ahead of Bottas. I mean, that's a bit embarrassing to the Mercedes team, I would say. Alpine have also entered Formula E, which is starting today approximately as well, so Russell still trying to chase down Charles Leclerc. I'm a bit surprised he didn't go for some moves, as Carlos Sainz Jr. tried to attack Zhou, who's having a beautiful race for a new team, Panther Team Asia. How on earth is that car so high up? I have no idea. The team so far is basically a bit of a junior operation for the Renault/Alpine Academy drivers, with Zhou and Lundgaard being the drivers. But the future for the team is supposed to be different, as the team boss has said. But yeah,
With also Rich Energy returning on the grid with Pantera.
Yeah, Rich Energy being very proud to enter, and they also have entered Formula E with Neo 333 Formula E team. Interesting pairing. But yeah, it's nice to see, you know, new teams pop up with, well, as much as Rich Energy is a shady sponsor, they have good liveries, so... That's Russell, you can tell, he's pushing, but he's making mistakes. Just like that, he tried to go to the inside of the Clerk and just lost the back end. No, I'm not removing Reichs from the commentary. The top three, Giuseppe, what do you think at the moment, by the way, of the whole season, race, cars? What's your opinion? What sits on your mind?
Well, I surely didn't expect midfield teams to be this high up, and usually top 3 teams to be going this low, and also Aston Martin with all the hype they had, and now look at the situation they are in. I mean, Vettel is doing some good work, trying to have a comeback race, but still. So yeah, very unexpected like stuff we're seeing. Not gonna lie. What do you think?
Well, I mean,
actually,
I'm happy. You know, as much as unpredictability can hinder a sport, in this situation it's good. As Ricciardo tries to overtake Lundgaard all over the Danish driver, but getting back on point, you know, this is what the fans wanted, you know. We've seen no battle at the top and a lot of battles in the midfield, and now we have pretty much the same thing but in a different formula. You don't have the same team in P1 anymore. It's not just Mercedes. At the moment it's Fernando Alonso who's flying away. But in general, it's a nice, you know, breath of fresh air to Formula 1, to return to some older regs and surprise all the teams, and that surprise has led to the order that we have now, you know. Yeah, Sebastian Vettel is coming in again. Aston Martin, oh no! Aston Martin aren't going to do anything! Jesus. Max Verstappen just destroys Sebastian Vettel.
What the hell did Verstappen do there? Did this brace failed?
No, he's still going. He just locks up. Oh my god.
That's a fast impact.
He just yeets right into him.
And Raikkonen side before his eyes. I wonder what he was thinking.
Yeah, the FIA, no review even. They're giving Max Verstappen a 15-second time penalty. Dragovic has also lost his front wing. Oh, don't tell me the Campbells have collided.
Oh, the Campbells have collided.
Yeah, the drivers seem to struggle with the brakes here. Mazepin, what the hell did you do? Oh, Mazepin just locks up. Yeah, the drivers are really struggling with the low temperatures here. Schumacher and Stroll with Norris behind. Norris not making a move. Mick Schumacher, not the best debut you can imagine, but yeah. Oh wait, Alonso has also came into the pit lane. Alonso has already done his second stop here. He will exit to Nissan. He goes into the back of him, of course. Welcome to Australia in Air Factor. What did I expect? Ricciardo also coming in. The two Ferraris now bunched up together a bit more. And now we have Ocon and Bottas in the lead. Look at the speed of Charles Leclerc though, he's not messing around here. He really wants to get past his teammate. I believe he thinks that he has more pace than the Spaniard.
Very likely.
Very likely, but I mean, Sainz has been having a nice gap over Leclerc for the major part of the race that we have so far seen, so don't really understand Charles. I mean, he can go for him. The team are giving the drivers a free hand when it comes. Really, it's just that they don't crash into each other and wipe themselves out. But I don't think Leclerc is happy with the situation. Look at that slide. Yeah, that's
Yeah, he's pushing his Ferrari to the limit.
You know, look, you don't see that with Sainz. Sainz is driving way more calmly, less aggressive, and just overall more composed.
Russell might, sorry to interrupt you, but Russell might join in this battle between the two Ferraris, making it a three-way battle.
Yeah, because that's Nissany into the pit lane, who's lost his front wing. And now we have Raikkonen in as well.
A lot of contacts this race, by the way, as we've seen.
Oh, Raikkonen is
Very
having a very bad
interesting.
pit stop. Oh, that's a god awful stop. What is going on with Alfa Romeos? He's gonna jump by Nissany. Oh my god.
15.3 seconds. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a god
For a pit
awful
stop, at
stop.
least. In real life, that's like not a lot, but you know.
Also, Mazepin is the first driver to be lapped this season. I didn't forget to change the pit stop speed. It's just that there's a slight mistake at now. Sainz had a misshift or something. Sainz might have had an engine power cut there, or maybe just let his teammate through, but Russell was too close and also got the Spaniard. But getting back, the pit stop speed has been changed. It's just that it's within a range, and you can't change the fact that the teams will fix damages that we cannot see.
We cannot see them. Let's just say they make mistakes, because you know.
Yeah. The cars are going like 330 kilometers per hour. As now that's Sainz to the outside of George Russell, and the Spaniard is through. And the Mercedes driver once again has to stick behind the two scarlet red Ferraris. Couldn't get more depressing for him. As Ocon is catching up to Bottas, so Bottas, as much as he had a good lead, Ocon is catching him, and that's bad news.
Alpine
Oh,
looking
God.
really fast, by the way. Oh my god, Lundgaard.
Lundgaard doesn't have a nose, and he lost it into the hardest braking point of the circuit, really. Raikkonen and Latifi now battling, and if you're wondering how fast the cars go, well, we can't see that much. Driver's eye, so to speak, and it's like 330 on the main straight.
325, 330, so a lot, like, speed has been increased by a lot.
Yep. Well, not really.
So
The
that's why-
speed hasn't been increased. It has been like that in modern F1. It's just that, well, making air factor cars go so fast is a bit different, leading to some physical breakages, such as the fact that the cars are going 3 to 7 seconds faster around the circuit than previously.
Yeah, and as we've seen, Russell made a small mistake there.
Yep.
Oh, you were talking.
Zhou now lapping Mazepin.
Watch the people in the YouTube premiere going like, haha, Mazepin bad, he's getting lapped, haha, funny. I'm gonna predict that.
Yeah. Very, very, very probable. As Zhou, Leclerc, Sainz and Russell in a beautiful battle for podium, mind you. As Zhou is third, Lundgaard into the pit lane, not surprised there. Sainz to the inside of Leclerc, they bang wheels, Russell in the background as well. No moves here, as Zhou's just pulling away. Zhou to the inside of Mazepin, but Mazepin doesn't want to get lapped, sorry. He's refusing it now, allows now Leclerc to get a good run onto Zhou. Let's see, Zhou goes to the inside, you don't want to go for that yet, and that's Leclerc through. And that's also Sainz nearly through as he gets a good run, and Russell in the background also cautiously waiting for the right opportunity. Yes, now he goes to the inside of Carlos Sainz, they bank wheels, pushes the Spaniard off the circuit, and the Ferrari is through as there's a yellow flag. And that's Louis Delattre who lost his brakes out of the race.
That's a...
That reminds me of Kevin Magnussen's spin in the Styrian or the Austrian Grand Prix in 2020.
I don't know. I don't remember. Oh wait, yeah, it was the Austrian Grand Prix, I'm
Yeah,
pretty sure.
that's a nice spin though, like you have to say. Good car control to not put it into the wall and cost team more money. As Ocon has gone up to Valtteri Bottas. And oh boy, we're in for a ride. Also, I believe, yeah, we're halfway through the race as well, so nice.
I never thought I'd see Ocon battling for the lead.
Like, to be honest, Ocon, well, he was a Mercedes Academy driver, and that says a lot. Because the Mercedes Academy cannot be taken lightly whatsoever, but... yeah... He hasn't really had any good cars in his career, maybe other than the Renault previous season. And yeah, now at least he's finally having the chance to go at it. Leclerc, oh dear, Leclerc has gone past Zhou and managed to pull away, but these guys are in a tight battle and Fernando Alonso is already waiting for them as Raikkonen comes into the pit lane.
Mazepin really holding him up, like, a lot.
Oh dear, right, what happened here? Oh, alright, Raikkonen locks up, so did Nissany. Synchronized lockups.
Oh, that's...
Save!
What?
That...
Yo, that's satisfying to say the
So
least.
both Nissany, there might be some oil on the track, I don't know. The drivers are reporting some bit of a brake fluid, probably from the Latras car.
But can we just talk about how satisfying that save was?
Yeah.
Like... Kind of like the Latras spin, but, you know.
Satisfying. It's sad yet satisfying to watch.
Yes.
Oh dear, Sainz sideways trying to get past Zhou, and that's Fernando Alonso. Already a two-stopper. Back in the top pack, really. And about to ruin someone's race. Leclerc to the inside. Ooh, Alonso also tried to move there, didn't work. Sebastian Vettel still outside points, so he will not get the point for fastest lap. Yeah. Russell trying to lap Mazepin, and we have Leclerc, Ocon and Bottas still close to each other, but not close enough for any overtakes from Esteban Ocon. He gets a good run out to the inside, but it's just not the line you want to take, is it? He doesn't lose too much time, he's still on the slipstream. 0.2 of a second behind. No move yet. He's maybe waiting for the hairpin here. That's about to appear. There we go. Not a move into here either. What is Esteban Ocon waiting for?
He's planning it. And then he strikes at the best time to do it.
Yeah. Russell tries to lap Mazepin and is just not able to. Nearly chops his front wing off in the process. As Jonas now has caught up to the Mercedes driver. Panzera, I mean, with the debut, so far their debut with Guan Yu Zhou, excellent. There's nothing else I can say. As Max Verstappen, I believe, is out of the race. Oh dear.
Oh. Jesus. That's
a blowout. That's a blowout for Max Verstappen. Yeah, the car just explodes. Oh dear.
That's a huge impact.
So disaster for Red Bull as it's a double DNF. And that's the leaders. Look at this. That's the leaders. Ocon on Bottas.
He didn't have part of his nose too, but his front wing. I guess that's
yeah,
just
that's just an air factor glitch.
So we hope Verstappen is okay after that, and also, you know, because
Sainz to the inside of Zhou.
I mean, Joe, has F1 ever had, like, Chinese
No,
drivers?
I don't think they had a Chinese driver.
So Joe's the first,
I think
like,
so.
Chinese
I might be
driver.
wrong, though. I'm not sure. Someone would have to fact check that. Russell finally, no! He's not napping Mazepin. What do you think? What were you hoping for? Gasly trying to chase down Daniel Ricciardo, and we have Nissany. Latifi overtaking Lundgaard, who has his front wing, just not his nose. Welcome to Air Factor, right? They have Tsunoda, Vettel and Stroll, man. Their race has gone down so much. Schumacher, Norris, Dragovic and Raikkonen, and Mazepin, who's just a sitting duck for Russell and the rest alike to go through. That's finally Russell side by side of Mazepin, but I don't think the Russian driver will give in that easily.
Mazepin has been really annoying to these group drivers.
Yeah, Russell has been complaining about him for a while now. Zhou and Sainz Jr. now battling. Sides to the inside of the Chinese driver. The back wheels pushes the Panther driver a bit off the circuit. And manages to get it. No, Zhou comes back at him, still side by side of Fernando Alonso in the back, and they're also hungry for these positions. Panther is Russian, but whatever. So pulling away a bit, trying to overtake Zhou as soon as possible. Not a move just yet. I'm really happy with how the current situation looks, as that's now Sainz Jr. to the inside of Zhou, pushes him off the circuit. Aggressive move, but it worked.
Indeed. As Alonso's now on the
Mind you, Alonso has already done 2 pit stops. Meanwhile, the whole top 6 hasn't done a single stop yet. So this is interesting.
But I think if they pit, Alonso will get into the lead, and they will come. Like, let's hypothetically because Leclerc is 9 seconds off Ocon, so technically Bottas will come out behind Sainz, or maybe even more. I don't know.
Well, a drive through the pit lane takes about 15 seconds, something like that. 15 to 16 seconds, I believe. Didn't time it, but it's a rough estimate.
I mean, also depends on the pit stop. If they have pit stop like Raikkonen, then
if they have an Alonso pit stop, they're fine. If they have a Raikkonen pit stop, they're dead. As Zhou now tries to get Sainz, doesn't get it. Alonso now in the slipstream of these two. Zhou is really surprising. Like, you wouldn't think that he would do so well today, but again, new regs. The team's still scrambling for good setups and, you know, a general sense and feel of the car. It allows for unpredictability, but in a good sense, although we have had a lot of crashes today. Gas. AlphaTauri, overall, Red Bull having a disaster of a weekend. Just really not what they wanted. Lundgaard now chasing down the 2 Williams cars. Nissany at the moment guarding points. Williams haven't scored a single one in a year now, so might want to fix that.
Generally, Williams.
Oh, Mazepin. Hello.
What happened to Mazepin? Let's see now. Oh, his brakes just failed, and his wheel.
He locked up again. The track is cold, and the drivers are still complaining a bit about it.
That's very similar to Giovinazzi's
but he was lucky to keep his wheel.
DNF.
Yeah. Mazepin, more like Mazepin. I'm funny as now. Welcome to the inside of Valtteri Bottas, and the Frenchman has taken the lead. Giuseppe? Would you have? Okay, what I wanted to say. Would you say, at the start of the season, like, you know, when the lines were just confirmed, that Ocon would have led a race this year?
Quite simply, no.
Yes.
I actually no. But here we are now.
Yeah, here we are. Lap 23 out of 33. Esteban Ocon really impressing, I think, everyone so far. But Dragovic is now ahead of him, which might do a bit of damage to Ocon and Bottas' lead, as Leclerc is catching up to them. 7.1, and seemingly is going down. As now Bottas might go to the inside. No, he doesn't. He's keeping behind the French driver in a French car. Alpine rebranding. Well, Renault rebranded the Sims to Alpine makes a bit more sense, you know. It just feels like Alpine becomes the racing division of Renault. As now they side by side. Bottas on the inside, Ocon on the outside. Ocon is on the better line and clears him before they even get to the fast chicane. But now Ocon to the inside of Dragovic, and he doesn't get it, and Bottas goes through. Bottas back into the lead.
Just slingshot it through that.
Yep. And now Bottas to the inside of Dragovic, and he's wasting no time to try and gain time. And no, he doesn't lap Dragovic here. Ocon now might go to the inside of Bottas. No. But Dragovic is really a pain, as Ocon nearly spins out there. And look at that, that's Charles Leclerc already in the back. So, yeah. Interesting.
He gained like 4 seconds in half a lap.
Yeah,
Pretty
this
sure.
is why being stuck behind the back marker. Look at Ocon though, to the outside. What a move from the Alpine driver. Leclerc is pitting in though. Uh-oh. So is Bottas. Ocon will be left alone here. Bottas nearly spins out here. This is not good for him.
We're seeing here like top teams like Mercedes and shall I say Ferrari, I guess, are kind of coming back to the front again. But still, we have people like Ocon and Joe.
Joe. It's
yeah,
like
Joe.
the Italian G. That's how you pronounce that, I think. Like
And-
in
Like up in the front.
Sainz is
Well-
also coming in, Russell and Leclerc, so this is the first pit stop for these guys. Ocon also struggling with tyre now, so he's coming in soon.
He's gonna, as he still stopped behind Drogovic.
Oh, Dragovic goes off.
Oh my god, Jesus.
Raikkonen also goes off. Again.
Oh, right. Okay. Oh.
Raikkonen lost his rear wing again.
Deja vu, basically.
Yeah, the driver's complaining about the track temperatures. What? She just goes off.
Whoosh. They
Boom.
come back onto the track so quickly. That's
Yeah, because I
weird.
mean, you don't want to waste time, do you? As Ocon is still not coming in, so Esteban Ocon is risking everything here. Russell coming in now, Sainz and Joe probably as well. Bottas and Leclerc calmly in the pit lane. Oh god, it's a horrible pit stop from both. Jesus Christ. Maybe a bit of setup changes, damage fixing, and whatnot. You never know what happens in factor pit stops. There are no animations.
Yeah, we don't see them.
Right. I'm gonna look for some battles on the circuit now. Gasly has gotten past Ricciardo, we missed that one. Then we have Latifi and Nissany still P10 and 11, and Lundgaard still in 12.
All Williams has to do is not
And
frick
that was
this
called
up
the
and have
first
a point.
2019.
Ocon really comfortable into the lead, to be honest. Like, he's just vibing.
Yeah.
He's not pushing it and all.
Okay. On board with George Russell as he enters the pit lane. Here we go. Changed. Good tyre change. Maybe a setup change as well. Russell was struggling to overtake after all. And they've all struggled with grip. Signs in as well, but it's a bad stop from Russell. Mercedes, what are you doing? It's 15 seconds, my god. Well, at least he's ahead of Sainz. Yeah. Alonso, though, definitely your future race leader. Zoka now. 13 seconds of a gap to Zhou. Have to see what comes out of this. Gasly coming in soon as well. Ricciardo calmly in 8th. Sainz exits in 9th. Latifi and Nissany still unchanged, 10th and 11th. No matter what happens to them, they're just stuck there. Stroll stuck behind Vettel, Vettel stuck behind Tsunoda. Aston Martin, well, they're a bit hopeless now. All they really want is just to finish the Grand Prix. Probably salvage whatever is left of this race. But I mean, there's still 8 laps to go. Well, 7 and... Well, no, it's 7 laps to go. Ocon is already in the pit lane, so... there's still a lot of laps to go when you think of it. So here we go. Esteban Ocon managed to get back into the pit lane. Same with Zhou. Nobody ran. The pit stop will be long, and Fernando Alonso takes the lead of the race. I mean, that's just a comfortable lead at this stage. Ocon is out. Thing is, oh no, that's Bottas off. Bottas is off. Oh no, Valtteri Bottas has bottled the race.
Oh my god. He nearly hit his teammate.
Oh my
what
god.
is he-
Bottas was scheduled to overtake Ocon, and he just bottled his whole race.
He lost his rear wing.
Cold
while
tyres,
doing
he
the
was.
pirouettes too.
He made his pit stop, and that's Bottas basically out. Oh my god. Ricciardo and Gasly now battling with Gasly's own field. Ricciardo's benefiting from his strategy here.
We have
But
a
he
provision. I don't know if it's provisional or like net, but we have a Alpine 1-2.
Yeah, but
I never thought I'd say that, but
seems to be catching up to Ocon. Zhou. Can you just point out Guan Yu Zhou? What an amazing debut for him. Managing to be so high up. Like, good on him. As a crank it up moment, we went a bit silent there. I was trying to get some breath. Gasly will come in now. Nobody else is coming in. Fernando Alonso, comfortable lead of this race. Gasly comes in now. Ricciardo and Zhou. Then we have... yeah, there's Bottas. Okay, that front wing cam looks nicer without like the nose bit there. Not gonna lie. That will promote Lundgaard into points, and Nissany. So Williams, double points at the moment. Excuse me.
yeah, I don't know.
Oh wait, Stroll is low on fuel as well. What is going on in this race? Zhou still trying to chase down Ricciardo. Leclerc not even gaining on Ocon anymore. He's been losing time. Ocon trying to chase down his teammate, but Alonso is just uncatchable. Although the gap has shrunk a bit down now, but it's just tenths of seconds. It's not that big.
I actually can't imagine if you get an Alpine 1-2.
Oh my god.
And Alonso
The
winning for his
outrage that
return.
the outrage we will get, right? Because, oh my god, it's not realistic. I can't imagine that already. Norris trying to chase down Mick Schumacher for 15th. I mean, Norris has started last. Whoops. Changed the GUI. Sorry for that. Yeah.
Oh.
Stroll is about to come into the pit lane as Vettel is just trying to do whatever. This race is really painful, I think, for most of the teams that don't have Alpine in their name. He's going to be back on a podium since the Middle Ages. As that's a move from Stroll as he's coming into the pit lane trying to overtake Tsunoda. Vettel now might also just overtake his teammate Tsunoda with a massive twitch for that corner. Clip the curb in there, not good. Vettel now trying to... Vettel to the outside of his teammate. I think that's Stroll. Oh no, Stroll of the inside line shows superiority, but I mean he's coming in, he's holding up his teammate. I don't think Vettel is happy about that. Latifi's coming in sooner or later as well, so strategies might have not worked out for some teams. As Leclerc is in no man's land, but Ocon has been catching up to Fernando Alonso with 4 laps to go. We might see a surprise winner, so to speak. I mean, Alonso is already a surprise in himself, but yeah.
Sorry, I just read the chat.
Yeah.
My God.
To be fair though, Ocon is gaining time rapidly. Look at the delta. It's just going down corner by corner. Alonso gains through the middle of the corner, but Ocon is just better. He has fresher tyres, I believe, as well. So, you know, he is faster.
Yeah.
Driver's
indeed.
eye
And
with
imagine
Esteban Ocon. Look at that vibration.
Ocon actually wins. I mean, we're already having an Alpine 1-2. I mean, that's already cursed enough. But okay. Yeah.
If Ocon wins. Yeah.
It'll
Let's
just be a
see.
bra moment.
It's less than a second now. Currently, 3 laps to go. If you hear Hoover in the background, I'm deeply sorry. Zhou and Ricciardo also in the battle. And we have Sainz Jr., Latifi coming in soon. Then we have Lundgaard, Nissan, with a bit of a Gasly, Tsunoda and Vettel. Schumacher, Norris, Bottas, Drogovic, Stroll, Raikkonen and Mazepin. Ocon is right on the tail of Alonso now. Let's see the battle for the leader, battle of the Alpines. The civil war, or rather secession, whatever. The Alpine civil war has now begun. Ocon in the slipstream of his teammate. What will happen here? Will it be a calamity for the team, or will it just be a clean overtake from Esteban Ocon? I think you can answer that question to yourself, considering Esteban Ocon's previous teammate squabbles. Loses time now, not good. Ocon now closes up on the braking. Alonso definitely is falling away due to tyre wear that he's experiencing. You know, Ocon only one stop. Alonso has had 2 early stops in the race. You can see Alonso sliding all over the circuit now as they enter the penultimate lap of the race. Let's see, will Ocon go to the inside into turn 1? No, he's staying behind his teammate. I think turn 3 is a better overtaking opportunity. Here we go, into this little straight. Ocon is a bit to the inside. Will he go for the move fully? No, he's still moment to not lose time, but he goes now to the inside, sorry, loses time. Loses a lot of time, 6/10 now, nearly 7, but he's back again in the slipstream, gaining time on the braking here.
As we go, front wheel
gang. Yeah, I mean, yeah, because they're in a battle. If you hear a hoover again, I'm sorry. As there's a bit of smoke there, someone must have gone off. Someone must have gone off. Who has gone off? Was it Bottas? No, Bottas.
Bottas is just.
Oh, Latifi spun trying to enter the pit lane, by the way. Okay, but someone has gone off in that corner, and I don't know who that was. I'm a bit worried now.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's irrelevant right now because we're having a battle between.
What do you mean it's irrelevant? It's a bloody track incident, you blithering idiot.
We're having a battle between for the lead between 2.
Well, it's no damage. Ocon has taken the lead.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Let's see, he doesn't even go to the, that's such a smooth overtake from Esteban Ocon. Both Alonso and Ocon making some of the best overtakes we've seen this race. Leclerc and Russell now battling for the final spot on the podium. Will George Russell get his first ever Formula 1 podium? Is the question. Under braking. I have to move Jasep carry this.
Okay, so I guess, yeah, because Kai has a hover or whatever. So here we see, on board move into turn 3 as he's approaching Leclerc. No dive bump whatsoever. Following up behind him. So yeah, last lap right now. So, and Ocon is faster than Alonso and he's gaining time over him. So 1.6 in front of Alonso, as here we are on board with, I'm pretty sure it's Sainz going after Joe in the final lap. Joe, with if he maintains his position, he's gonna finish in the points and 6th, which is an amazing debut for him. And yeah, also I don't know if he's the first ever Chinese driver, but he's probably making his country very proud. As here we have Russell going in the inside of Leclerc, manages to make it stick as Ocon is going to go through the final corners, last corner, and Ocon is going to win the Australian Grand Prix. I've never thought I'd say this, but I have. And Alonso comes second, his teammate. It's at LP1-2. Russell get his first ever podium, and I have no words. I am speechless. Joe has also points. The MMS commentary DM is probably having an outrage because Ocon won, and we have a lot of Ocon fans apparently.
Roy Nissany manages to score points. The second Israeli driver, the first time full-time Formula 1 driver. We have Gasly rounds off the points, Tsunoda and Vettel. Well, that's a bit depressing, isn't it? It's a shame for both. Schumacher manages to get 30. Bottas, Dragovic, and Stroll battling for the final wooden spoon awards thing. Stroll side by side with Dragovic. Dragovic gets pushed wide and Stroll gets the position on the Campos. It's something at least, so...
Yes, battle for 16th place.
Yep, it's still a good finish for Stroll. It's, you know, it's a bit of pride overtaking someone on the final lap, just like Russell for the podium. Yeah, what a race. Here is your race winner, Esteban Ocon. First win, I believe, in Formula 1 for him, and oh man, what a win this is. Fastest lap goes to Valtteri Bottas, and, well, what do you say? That's one eventful race. Tsunoda drops to 12th after the 5-second penalty is applied, and, well, Verstappen retired, so...
Verstappen penalty is irrelevant because he retired anyway, so...
Yeah. 2 cars left, which is Raikkonen and Mazepin, and, well, yeah. That's it.
Wasn't Drugovic left? Oh, yeah, probably because Bottas died, and, yeah, I don't know.
No, Drugovic
But anyway,
wasn't
that's
left.
relevant. As we have an Alpine 1-2 with George Russell getting his first ever podium and Esteban Ocon getting his first ever win with Fernando Alonso on his comeback. He still got it apparently, which is surprising. I mean, wouldn't have expected other things anyway if he has a good car, because last time we saw him in F1 he had a quite questionable McLaren. As we have Leclerc 4th with Ferrari getting a good result. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's an improvement. So we have Ricciardo 5th, Joe 6th, which is an amazing result for him on his debut too. Sainz 7th, Lundgaard also debuting, and Roy Nissany too, 8th and 9th, which is points. The AlphaTauri's 10th and 11th. You can know just about
12
of the points. Oh yeah, 12 because the penalty. Sorry, I'm dumb. So yeah, Vettel is 11th. I mean, Vettel probably could have done way more that race.
If it wasn't for his silly mistake. Right, that's it, really. There's nothing else to say. See you next time.
I'm not going to say the rest of the positions because it's not points. And yeah.
Yep, see you next time in the Bahrain Grand Prix, which also will be preceded by your favourite series, Formula 3 and Formula 2. Yay! Whoa, right.
Okay.
Thank you for coming and see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, wait, haven't scrolled down. There you go. Oh, be sure to be safe on the roads and wear your seatbelt.